100 years ago this week, Arthur Balfour, the British Foreign Secretary, penned a letter that would change the face of the Middle East. The letter, published on November 2nd, 1917, led to the creation of the State of Israel and would spark almost a century of conflict. The letter's crucial clause read,
His Majesty's government views with favour the establishment in Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people.
But it also warned,
it being clearly understood that nothing shall be done which may prejudice the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine.
But the Arabs, who had been living in Palestine for centuries, turned increasingly to resistance and violence, culminating in a revolt in 1936. As they crushed the uprising, the British tried to win over the Arabs by restricting Jewish ambitions. Jewish anger also turned violent. The British gave up and handed the problem over to the United Nations. In 1947, the UN voted to partition Palestine, but the Arabs rejected this, and fighting broke out. As the last British soldiers left Palestine in May 1948, the moment had come for the Jews. They declared the State of Israel. Neighbouring Arab countries invaded immediately. In the armistice of 1949, Israel and Arab states divided up the land, but there was no Palestinian state, just two regions controlled by Egypt and Jordan, now known as the West Bank and Gaza. An estimated 700,000 Palestinians fled or were pushed out of their homes. They called this the Nakba, the catastrophe. Since then, there have been wars, uprisings, terrorist attacks, and diplomatic deals. Nothing has brought lasting peace or a state for the Palestinians. Since the War of 1967, many Palestinians now live in the West Bank under permanent Israeli occupation, cut off by the Israeli security barrier. They have autonomy in big cities and towns, but are surrounded by Jewish settlements. Others are locked away in the Gaza Strip, the scene of repeated wars. A century on from Lord Balfour's letter, his 67 words have left a profound but mixed legacy. Balfour Declaration helped to create Israel, but the state of Palestine is not yet born.